Hi. It's nighttime, or it's getting close to nighttime. It's the end of my day, and normally in my past, nighttime has been a time of fear, a time of dread, because I did not sleep well. And that was because my father used to sexually abuse me at nighttime in my own bed. And for most of my life, up till my 40s, when I started getting therapy after I remembered the abuse, I had horrible nightmares. And I remember when I was younger, I used to bang my head against the headboard, and I used to bang my head down into the pillow to get myself to go to sleep. And it's the same as rocking yourself to sleep, except I would bang my head. I remember I used to do that. But after I got therapy, and my therapist thought that medication would be beneficial to me to help me deal with what I was going through. And I was in a depression. I was having horrible night sleeps and PTSD from the abuse and anxiety attacks during the day and during the night. And I had these all my life. I just thought they were normal. And I didn't know why I was having them, because I had suppressed the abuse up until my 40s. I had all these issues in my life, and I had no idea why I was having these issues. And my parents knew. They caused it. But they just kept doing it. And anyway, so my therapist thought medication would be an option for me. So she put me on a few meds. And for the first time in my life, once they kicked in, I had a full night's sleep. And I tell you, when I woke from that, it was like life had ignited, and I felt rejuvenated, and I couldn't believe that nighttime could result in that, because I had never experienced that in my life. I had never known a good night's sleep, or a night without fear or terror or anxiety. And that medication quieted my mind, and it was like a protector. It protected me from all the bad stuff that was in my head, all the bad memories, and it shielded me so that I could lie asleep without feeling afraid. I could actually sleep in my own bed, of which a bed was what my father used to molest me in and rape me. And in my own bed, I was never safe. So I never felt safe. Even when I moved out of their house and I was a full-grown adult with my own child, I still didn't know what it felt like to feel safe in your own bed because of what they did to me. And I say they because my mother was just as involved as my father. But So anyway, night times used to be dread and fearful, and they're not like that anymore. I still have some anxiety, and that's because of the estrangement with my children. That's the only anxiety that I have right now. My parents don't faze me anymore. Only what they do regarding my children, my sons, and my grandchildren. That's the only anxiety I have. And I'm dealing with that, but for the most part, I do sleep at night, and that's because of medications. And that's nothing to be ashamed about. I've heard people say, oh, something wrong with you, you're on medications, and you're on antipsychotics, or you're on depression, or other pills. Well, when you've had the history that I have had, and the mind disruption that I've had in my life because of my abusers, then the wiring is going to be screwed up in your head. There's no avoiding it. And you need help. And that's where the medication comes in. It helps rewire your brain so that you're not living in fear or in flight mode all the time. It helps you get back to what real normal is supposed to be like. So, I wanted to share that with you, that, if you're having anxiety or depression or panic attacks, your therapist, if you have one, which I recommend you get one, maybe they'll prescribe you medications. And I'm here to tell you it's okay to take them. I was against them at first. I thought if I took them, that meant I was broken and that I was weak and that my brain was screwed up and I was mentally ill if I took those medications. So I fought those medications at first. And there came a point where I was so sleep deprived and so worn out from fighting the anxiety and the panic and the PTSD, and it was too much. And then at the same time, talking about the abuse with my therapist was helping me realize I needed help. And the medication was another step. And I'm still on some of those medications. And to be honest, I'm afraid to go off them because I don't want to go back to that hell that was my life before the medications and before the therapy. There's no way. I mean, it was a terrifying life. I lived in fear and anxiety and trauma my entire life up until my 40s, until I got therapy. And it was all because of my abusers, my parents. They did that to me. And I'm going off subject here. So, night times. I was going on about night times. But anyway, I want to reinforce that medication for your mental illness, for your mental health, is a good thing if you need it. And it's okay to take the medication. It's okay. You're not mentally broken or you're not a psycho if you take medications. So I'm just giving you permission in my own way, which, not that I have to give you permission, but letting you know it's okay to take medication. And I thank God, not God, but my therapist for it every single day that she introduced me to that medicine that helps me. And I'm going to have a good night's sleep tonight with my doggie. Here she is right here. No, but she sleeps with me. So, okay. All right. I wanted to share that with you. Okay. Everyone have a good night. Bye.